So the number one way to follow up in today's world in 2022. Hey, how's it going, guys? Dan Kitajima here, back with another episode of How to Grow Your Insurance Agency. Today, I just want to share with you guys what I shared with my team in our meeting today, which is about how to follow up with our leads. So as insurance agency owners, what's really important for us is to make sure we're doing everything we can to get the closing ratio of our leads higher. Every lead is very valuable. Whether you're buying leads or not, it's an opportunity, and the better your producers are at closing leads, the better your investment is and the better the future of your agency, obviously. So follow-up is a major part of getting sales. And whenever I talk to my staff members and the higher producers here at our office, some agents follow up more and some agents don't follow up as much. So that really could be the difference. And I share with them a story about a situation that I'm in right now as far as hiring and recruiting. I had a couple candidates and they were both very proactive. They called me, filled out an application, but they also called me frequently, actually, and to go through the process of doing a phone interview, a Zoom interview, in-person interview. They got pretty far, both of them. I told one of them, which was a little further ahead in the process, that, hey, I'll make a decision by Wednesday, because I had a couple other interviews I wanted to knock out of the way. So I thought by Wednesday I should be able to make a decision. So Wednesday came along and this candidate called me right away, Wednesday morning. I haven't been able to make the decision yet. I was pretty sure, but I just wanted to hear back from somebody else. And I was busy, so it got sent to voicemail. This candidate left me a nice voicemail saying, hey, just want to follow up with the status of my application and just want to let you know I'm very interested. See if you have any questions, just let me know. It's a nice voicemail, and I thought to, give this candidate a call back. Couldn't because of my schedule. And Wednesday afternoon, called me back again and left another nice voicemail. So I said, hey, somebody's able to follow up, because in the future down the line, I want this candidate to become an insurance producer. Being able to follow up to get the job is a great indicator that they'll be able to follow up and wouldn't be afraid to call people and ask them if they want, about their status or, get a sale. So I thought that was a great sign. So I made the offer, and this candidate is going to be starting with us pretty soon. Now, there's another candidate that I did the same thing. Hey, I'm going to make a decision by the end of the week. I'll let you know by Friday. And in my head, even though I just made an offer to this other candidate on Wednesday, good candidates are hard to come by. So if this candidate does follow up with me, I will make this offer and have two people start. Friday came, and I never heard from this candidate. So it was really that one follow-up that would have made a difference between me making the offer or not. So I told my staff members the story, and I told them, hey, there are prospects in your pipeline right now that are just one follow-up away from signing up with us, you closing the deal, binding a policy. And I think that's true. Sometimes we get busy, the prospects get busy, or they're waiting for the right timing. We want to be able to follow up with them, and that follow-up is going to make or break us getting sales or not in this business. So I just want to share with you guys how to get follow-ups, the number one way. So the number one way to follow up in today's world in 2022 is to text them. Texting them is the best way, because to us, when you call somebody, we're expecting them to stop what they're doing, pick up the call, because follow-up by itself is actually an aggressive action, reaching out to them when they said they're thinking about it. A text message is a little better because you're not expecting them to stop what they're doing. They can get back to you when it's more convenient to them. And it also is something that they will see. It's better than the email, because we get so many spam emails these days. They can get very lost. Also better than the voicemail, in my opinion, because sometimes, again, we're so busy, we don't check our voicemails. The strategy at our office is to call, leave a voicemail, and then text. But the text is the one that gets the most replies and gets us further along with the process there. If you guys aren't texting your leads, then I think it's a great way to get those 50-50 situations in your favor. Now, you still want to call. Now, when you do call, I wanted to share with my team what to say during that call. Because again, making a call is an aggressive act. So I had producers who were calling and saying, hey, do you want to get the policy started right now? I thought that was a little bit too aggressive. So I told them to switch it to, hey, this is Dan from Farmers Insurance. I just want to follow up with your quote and see if you had any questions regarding it and see if there's anything I could help you out with. Same thing with the voicemail. See if you have any questions about it. Now, that's going to be a lot better approach, because it's not where you're putting them on the spot. Hey, do you want to get the policy? Hey, I got you on the phone here. Do you want to get the policy started or not? Put them in the spot there, and they may make a decision where I feel too rushed. I'm not comfortable here, so I'm just going to say no. So you just want to be very soft in your approach there. Hey, do you have any questions regarding the quote that we went over? And just not say anything and see what they say and go from there. It's not about just, hey, do you want to buy today? You don't want to leave voicemail. Hey, you're ready to buy. Those are just too aggressive. And I just would like my producers to just be very soft, follow up aggressively, but be soft in the approach. And then another way to constantly be following up is to update your lead management system. So hopefully you guys have some systems here. If you already quoted them, then the messaging they get is different with pricing included. So they get follow-up text messages and emails further along in the pipeline. And writing great notes in the CRM system is going to be critical because you want to have a reason to follow up. And the more creative and customized that follow-up, the better. For example, if they say, I need to talk to your wife, our style has always been, okay, great. I totally get that. I agree. I have to talk to my wife whenever I have to make a decision too. So yeah, please go ahead and do that and let me know if she has any questions too. Put that in your notes there, follow up with them. Hey, just want to see what your wife thought about the quote and see if she had any questions or if you had any questions for me. So you're following up with them based on what notes you have. Hey, if you need a VIN number, then you're gonna text them, hey, did you have a chance, happen to send me a picture of the VIN number? Is that something you could do? So we could, make sure the quote is accurate. Things like that, where you're customizing each follow-up so it's not the same for each person. And you're giving yourself a reason to follow up, which is even better. And, people want to feel understood. People want to feel like you have a connection with them. So when you know their situation, hey, like we discussed, your policy is about to renew on the 25th. So today's the 20th. So I was wondering if you had any questions regarding the quote. Following up with the right timing, customizing it, your message on your text messages. Because the thing about the CRM system, I understand that you can't customize it too much. That's why you want to manually send out text messages, customize it the best you can. But if you can't, the CRM is a great way. Sometimes our producers, if they say it's too much, we won't even put in the CRM if it's a call-in or a live transfer. That's not good because, hey, we want to put that still in there so the system could follow up with them 6 months later. Or we'll get some situations here and there that I had to talk to my team here where we're not being very detail-oriented on the notes in the CRM is something that is going to prevent us from having the system be able to follow up. And if you don't have a lead management CRM system, I highly recommend it because the job it does is so worth the money that you're going to be spending on it, the time you're going to be spending on developing it, if you're customizing it, or whatever you have to do. A lot of the agency owners' time that I'm spending is on improving and customizing and making improvements to the CRM system because again, follow-up is the key to sales, and it does a great job of doing that for us. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, how to follow up. If you're not following up, then you really want to make that part of your daily activity. If your producers are the ones selling it, you definitely want to let them know that follow-up is the key to getting more sales. Maybe block out some time. After lunch is follow-up time, or in the morning is follow-up time. Block out some time, make sure they're doing it, make sure they're writing notes in the CRM system, texting, calls, voicemails. We mail out quotes too. Do everything you can with your business cards included. Do everything you can because, hey, sales is a skill game. It's a persistency game. It's a consistency game. So if you're doing more of it, the better the chances you're going to be winning more often. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you again for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Just want you guys to win in the insurance business and grow your insurance agencies. So until next time, let's get it. Stay hungry.